The time has arrived. Hi everyone, Matthew Hart, the captain here, bringing you the action. Game 1 of the 2025 Chiller Tournament Series Finals between the New Orleans Satchmos and defending champions Garden State Queens. As the teams take the field, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting and Alpha League champions New Orleans Satchmos. It goes a little something like this. Kicking things off per usual is Jackie Chan. He'll play third, followed by Jim Carrey at center. Justin Bieber, Brad Pitt will be the DH. Owen Wilson, Kieran Culkin, Bruno Mars, Chris Tucker, and Tom Felton. They're scoring off against the pitching unit, Natalia Markova. And so with that being said, for the first time in the Chiller Tournament Series Finals for 2025, let's go to the field. Jackie Chan's at the plate now as we're getting ready to get underway. And the initial pitch is a pop-up, but Mandy Leon has it, one pitch, one gone. We'll see what Jim Carrey does. And the second pitch is a ball inside. 1-1 now for Jim Carrey. And swing and a miss, 1-2. She got him. Already 2 down, and let's see what Justin Bieber does. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt, 0-1. 0-2, quickly in the hole. Quick ending from Natalia Markova. Say goodnight. Queens coming back. Before they do, let's take a look at the starting lineup. It goes a little something like this. Mickie James will hit these off per usual, followed by Allison Kay, Marty Bell, Kinsey Page, Ella Envy, Kylie Page. Allie will be the DH. Lady Frost and Mandy Leon will be behind the plate. They're going to score off against Spike Lee. Mickie James makes her way to the plate at the bottom of the first. And tails back inside. Just in the nick of time. 0-1. Tries to get her chase, but she lays off 1-1. And just it over left, right. That's going to get down there for a base hit. And Mickie James is aboard. With Mickie James aboard, let's see what Allison Kay does. Can she capitalize? And she lays off wisely, 0-1. 1-0, excuse me. 2-0 now. In the air to center, and Jim Carrey puts it away for out number 1. Can Marty Bell capitalize? And Mickie James goes. Ball in the dirt, and Mickie James back. The 1-0. And strike 1. The 1-1. Tails back inside. 1-2. Let's look at James, now the pitch. Got her. 2 gone. Mickie James at first and intercepts Kinsey Page. And Mickie James goes. Ball 1, and Mickie James retreats. Let's look at Mickie James, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. On the ground, foul. The 0-1-2. Chuck Woolery count now. The Chuck Woolery. And in the air. Deep drive, opposite field. Out of here! 2-run shot from Kinsey Page. Already 2-0 Queens. Let's see what Ella Envy does. Can she capitalize on it? And it's ball 1 outside. Swing and miss in the dirt, 1-1. And tails outside, 2-1. And, oh, I thought I'd tail back inside just in time, but the umpire says otherwise. 3-1. And full count now. Got her. 2-run Johnson for Kinsey Page. We're going to the top of the second, starting with Brad Pitt, the number 4 hitter. And so here is Brad Pitt. And in the air to right. That's going to get down there for a base hit. It's going to ricochet off the wall. Brad Pitt's already thinking 2 off the bat. Around a second, head for third. And the leadoff triple for Brad Pitt. Let's see what Owen Wilson does. Can he capitalize? And, almost got him. Has to back up. And Judson in center. That's going to get down there for a base hit. And the Satchmos are on the board. 2-1 Queens. Kieran Copeland's up next. And there goes the runner. And throw to second. Not even close. Out the ground, back over. And Mark over to Frost, route number 2. Let's see what Bruno Mars does. And in there for strike 1. Strike 2 in the hole. Tries to get him to say goodnight, but he lays off. Outside. Uppercuts it, Markova. And the side is retired. Brad Pitt scores, putting the Satchmos on the board. 2-1 Queens. Time for the bottom of second as Kylie Page makes her way to the plate. Way outside, easy layoff. And on the ground, back over to Lee. Lee over to Wilson for out number 1. Let's see what Allie does. The DH, a.k.a. the Bunny. And tails inside, 0-1. 1-1, just along the outside. On the ground, Spike Lee has it. Throw to first is in time. Let's see what Lady Frost does. And in the dirt for ball 1. And Justin over in left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to ricochet off the wall. And she's trying 2, and she will make it. Runner at second, 2 gone. And in steps Mandy Leon, the catcher. Easy layoff in the dirt, 1-0. Let's look at Lady Frost. Now the pitch. And Justin over right. That's going to get down for a base hit. So it's going to be runners at the corners with 2 gone. And we're going back to the top of the lineup with Mickey James. Base hit her first trip. And I thought it tailed back inside in time, but the umpire say otherwise. 1-0. And Justin over at second, and throw to second is in time. None shall pass. We're on the top of the third, starting with Chris Tucker. Uppercuts it over at center, and LMV has it. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Let's see what Tom Felton does. And Drickle Malfi juts it over at right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. And he's thinking 2 off the bat, and that's exactly what he'll get. And he's going to get to third, and it's going to be a triple for Tom Felton. Right at the top of the lineup we go for Jackie Chan. The 1-0. Into center. That's going to get Tom Felton make it home, and he's going to make it home. Score last sack fly. It's now a Chuck Wooler game, 2-2. Let's see what Jim Carrey does. 0 for 1 of the game. Strikeout victim his first trip. In there for strike 1. And Justin Fowler. Heads up over there in the dugout. And Justin over right. Heads up over there. First base coach. Got him. We're all tied up at 2. We're going to the bottom of the third. AK is going to make her way to the players again from the bottom of the third. And swing and miss the ball in the dirt, 0-1. Had her fooled. Had her fooled again. 0-2 in the dirt. Tries to go say goodnight, but she lays off 1-2. Chuck Woolery count now. The Chuck Woolery. On the ground, foul. Full count. On the ground, foul. Let's do it again. And it's ball 4. Leadoff walk Can Marty Bell, her ex-partner, do something? And does it over a ride, and Chris Tucker puts it away. Let's see what Kenzie Page does. Can she duplicate her homer? And tries to tail back in, but it's too little too late. 1-0. And does it over. She does it again, folks! She does it again! She laser beams it out of here! Lily trumpets again as we got another 2-run Johnson from Kenzie Page. Let's see what Ella Envy does. Can she erase her 0 for 1? And she's going to be 0 for 2 as she grounds out. Kylie Page is next. Outside, 1-0. And uppercuts it over a ride, and can he get there? He can't. 1-2 now. He got her. Another 2-run Johnson from Kenzie Page. We're going to the top of the 4th, starting with Justin Bieber. He's 0 for 1 in the game, strikeout, his first trip. And it's 0-1 now. And it just tails outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2 now. Got him. Let's see what the DH does, Brad Pitt. And in the air to right, and put it away as Kylie. Let's see what Owen Wilson does. A base hit his first trip. And what? That looked like a ball, but it's rule strike. Ugh, don't know what's up with these umpires. Nothing in 2. And Justin over at left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. And round first and head for second. And it's going to be a two out double. Kira Copeland's up next. And Justin over at center. That's going to get down for a base hit. And it's going to be runners at the corners with 2 gone. Can Bruno Mars capitalize? And tails outside, 1-0. 2-0 in the dirt. And it's 2-1 now. Bruno Mars, potential go-ahead run. And it's a Chuck Woolery count now. Full count. Mars go. And got him. None shall pass. Go to the bottom 4. Start with the bottom 3. Start with the DH Alley. 0 for 1 in the game. And it's 1-0 for Alley. And Justin foul over to the left. Heads up over there. And inside. Easy layoff. 2-1. 3-1 on the verge of losing Alley. High fly ball. But Jim Carrey puts it away. Let's see what Lady Frost does. Double first trip. And just it over at center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Lady Frost aboard once again. And let's see what Manny Leon does. Also 0 for 1 in the game. And Justin on the ground. This could be 2. Out there. And 2 for the price of 1. Let's see what Satchmos do at the top of the 5th. Started with Chris Tucker. He's 0 for 1 in the game. And right down Broadway. 0-1. 0-2. Uppercuts it over right, but put it away as Kylie. Next up is Tom Felton. Triple his last trip. And on the ground, Lady Frost. Quickly 2 down. Right at the top of the line we go for Jackie Chan. Sack fly brought Tom Felton home. And he skies it over right center. And putting away is Alley. 1-2-3 go the Satchmos. They still trail at 4-2. Top of the bottom of the 5th. Start with the top of the lineup with Mickey James. 1 for 2 in the game. And tails back inside, but it's too little too late. 0-1. 1-0, excuse me. Uppercuts it. Tom Felton. And Mickie James retired. Time to make way for AK. She walked her last trip. Uppercuts it over and left. Putting away his Bieber. 2 down in the 5th. Let's see what Marty Bell does. 0 for 2 in the game. Just it over and left. And it's going to get down foul. And it's 0-2 now. Quickly in the hole. Tries to say goodnight, but it's 1-2. Got her. 1, 2, 3 go the Queens. They still lead at 4-2. Time for the top of the 6th. Starting with Jim Carrey. 2 trips, 2 strikeouts. And, ooh, that looked like ball 1, but instead it's strike 1. And does it over right, and Kylie puts it away. And Jim Carrey, making all those crazy faces and those crazy sounds, like per usual. Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. Let's see what Justin Bieber does. He's 0 for 2 in the game also. And tails outside. 2-0. Sky highs it over and left, and putting away is Kenzie Page. Already 2 down in the 6th. Let's see what Brad Pitt does. Dangerous DH. And it's inside for ball 1. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss goes right through him. 1-2. Justin over left, and that's going to get down there for a base hit. Fell in front of Kenzie, so the inning continues. Let's see what old Wilson does. 2 for 2 in the game. And he's now 3 for 3 as he gives past the infielders. So it's first and second, 2 gone. And in steps Kieran Culkin. And Justin over left, that's going to get down for a base hit. And one run's going to score. And it's now 4-3. Another one's going to score. We're all tied up at 4, folks. We're all tied up at 4. That sure had me fooled myself. Let's see what Bruno Mars does. Can he capitalize on it? Can he bring the go-ahead run home? And it's 1-1 now. We got a game, folks. We got a game. 1-2. Tries to get him the chase, but lays off. The truck rollery. Got him. 2 more runs score. We're all tied up at 4. We're to the bottom of the 6th, starting with Kenzie Page. 2 trips, 2 2-run homers. And it's 1-0 now. And just it over, Jackie Chan over to old Wilson for out number 1. Chong Wayne to Roy O'Bannon. And let's see what Ella Envy does. 0 for 2 in the game. Can she erase it? And nowhere close as swings and misses. 0-1. Had her fooled. Tries to tail back inside, but it's too little too late. 1-1. And in the air. Deep drive. Out of here. She's out in the cold spell. LMV takes back the lead for the Queens. 5-4. And we're going to have a pitcher change. Mr. Beast is going to be taking over on the mound. Squaring off against Kylie Page. And Mr. Beast misses. 1-1. 2-1 now. And Justin over right. And that's going to get down for a base hit. Can Allie capitalize? Over 2 in the game. And tries to dip the outside corner, but misses. 1-0. 2-0. And Justin over. Oh, bobbles it. Throw to first. And everybody's going to be safe. I thought he was going to throw over to first there for a second. So it's first and second, 1 gone. And this is Lane Frost. She looks at strike 1. 1-1 now. And back over to Mr. Beast. Throw to third. Throw to second. And that's all they're going to get. Just the force out over at third. Let's see what Mandy Leon does. She ran in a double play her last trip. And it's ball one. Out inside. 2-0 now. 3-0. On the verge of loading the bases. And the bases are going to be loaded. Time for Mickey James to capitalize with 2 gone. And bases loaded. And get out the right bread and the mustard, Grandma! It's grand salami time for Mickey James, newly inducted TNA Hall of Famer. My, oh my! It's now a 5-run game, 9-4 Queens. AK looks at ball one outside. And Justin over, sky high over and right. And Chris Tucker stops the bleeding. 5-run score. We're on top of the 7th. Speaking of Chris Tucker, he's up next right here, right now. Kenny races 0 for 2. Right down Broadway, 0-1. Swing and miss, 0-2. Uppercuts it over right. That's getting overhead of Kylie. Over to second is Chris Tucker. And he's going to be coasting in there for second. Lead off over for Chris Tucker. Let's see what Draco Malfoy, a.k.a. Tom Felton, does. And we're going to have a pitching change. Nova Fury is going to be taking over on the mound. And into center. And Ella Envy puts it away for out number 1. Let's see what Jackie Chan does as we get ready to go back to the top of the lineup. And it's inside, ball 1. And just over right, that's going to down for a base hit. Chris Tucker's going to score. Jackie Chan into second. And it's 5-9. It's 9-5. Queens. Dolly Parton, Sheena Easton game, folks. Jim Carrey's up next. He races 0 for 3. And he races 0 for 3. Scoring is Chris Tucker. The second is Carey. And round a second head for third. 9-6 in favor of the Queens. Justin Bieber's up next. Can he races 0 for 3? And has to back up 1-0. And swing and a miss. 1-1. In the dirt, swing and a miss. 1-2. Tries to get him chased, but he lays off. The Chuck Woolery. And full count. And ball 4. Mercer at the corners, 1 gone. And in steps Brad Pitt. Can he capitalize? And swing and a miss, 0-1. He's a potential tying run, folks. And it's a fair ball. Another one's going to score. It's now 9-7 in favor of the Queens. Can Owen Wilson capitalize? He's a potential go-ahead run. And has to back up 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Mercer score position. Top of the 7th. Uppercuts it. And Mandy Leon puts it away. Let's see what Kirikoka does. 2 for 3 in the game. And it's ball 1. Mercer score position. 2 gone. Top of the 7th. And it's ball 2. 9-7 Queens. Ball 3 on the verge of losing Kirikoka. And nips the outside corner. 3-1. And swing and a miss. Mercer going to be on the move this time. None more shall pass. Time to get up and stretch. When we come back, Marty Bell followed by Kinsey Page and Ella Envy. So here is Marty Bell. Casey racer 0 for 3. Outside, ball 1. Back over to Mr. Beast, Mr. O. Wilson for out number 1. Kinsey Page is up next. 2 for 3 in the game. And Justin Fowler over to the right. And tries to step to the outside corner, but fails to do so. 1-1. And in the center, and Jim Carrey puts it away for out number 2. Can Elevate capitalize? Can she do something about it? And it's ball 1. Ball 2. Swing and a miss on that one. 2-1. Back over to Mr. Beast. Miss Ball Alyssa for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Queens. They still lead it 9-7. We're on the top of the 8th. We're going to the bottom 3, starting with Bruno Mars. Kenny races over 3. And, ooh, it's a borderline, but it's strike 1. 1-1 now. And back over to AK over to Frost, route number 1. Let's see what Chris Tucker does. And we're going to pitch and change. Maya World's going to be taking over on the mound. And in the air, deep drive, out of here! Zephyr Carter knocks it out of the park. Or knocks it out of the field for that matter. But it's 9-8, Queens. Satchmos will slowly but surely closing the gap as Top Felton skies it, and putting it away is Mandy Leon. Let's see what Chris Tucker does. Let's see what Jackie Chan does. And put it away is Kinsey Page. Kylie Page is going to be taking the plate as we're getting ready for the bottom of the 8th. One and 1 now. And Justin over right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to ricochet off the wall. And Kylie's going to be getting for 2, and she's going to get 2. Let's see what Allie does. Reached out narrow her last trip. And it's 1-0 inside. And 2-0 now. Let's look at Kylie now, the pitch. Outside, 3-0. And strike 1. Let's look at Allie now, the pitch. Kylie, excuse me. Out there, and that's all they're going to get. Let's see what Lady Frost does. 2 for 3 in the game. Outside, ball 1. 1 out, runner at third. And back over to Mr. Beast. And everybody's going to be safe. Where's going to be at the corners now? 1 gone. Instead of Mandy Leon. 1-0 now. And Justin over and left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Some more runs are going to score. More runs are going to score, if not 2. It's now 11-8 Queens. Mickey James is up next. Grant Salabi, her last trip. And we're going to be having a picture change over at the side of the Satchmos. Justin Timberlake. And tries to dip the outside corner, but fails to do so. 1-0. 2-0. And Justin over right, skies highs it, and Chris Tucker puts it away. And runner goes from second to third. Every little bit helps for insurance. Let's see what Alsa K does. And AK looks at ball 1. In the dirt, 2-0. Justin over, skies it over and left. And putting away is Justin Bieber for out number 3. Last chance for the Satchmos, 11-8 Queens. Jim Carrey makes his way to the plate. And close the door is Emily J. And strike 1 for Jim Carrey. And tails outside, 1-0. 1-1, excuse me. 1-2 for Jim Carrey. And in the dirt, Truck Wooler can't now. The Truck Woolery. 1 down in the 9th. Let's see what Justin Bieber does. Can he capitalize? And a strike 1. Can he make something happen for that matter? 1-1. And it's 2-1 now. In the center. Sky high. 2 down in the 9th. Justin Bieber's the Satchmos last chance. Brad Pitt, excuse me. The dangerous DH. Strike 1. Strike 2. And it's ball 1. And over right center. That's going to get down for the base hit. The game's not over yet, folks. The game's not over. Round to second and head for third. And Brad Pitt keeps the game going. Let's see what Old Wilson does. Tie run is in the on-deck circle. And the Queens sky highs it. And the Queens take game 1 of the Tiller Tournament Series Finals as Lily sounds her final trumpet. 11-8 is the final score in game 1. We got it. We had a game, folks. Natalia Markova, winning pitcher, losing pitcher, Spike Lee making the save is Emily J. As you take a look at the line score, it speaks for itself. It was a close one until the very end. Look at the homers. 2 for Kinsey, 1 for Ella, 1 for Big James, being the Grant Salami and Chris Tucker. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Game 1. We're going to be right back here on Tamari, here in New Jersey for Game number 2. For now, this is Anthony Hart, the captain, saying so long until the next game. And as always, do it for Michael Tiller.